Welcome to another edition of Tesla Tips and Trips. On this video, I want to share with you my experience with Tesla service, getting a fogged-in fog light fixed. Join me, won't you? All right, so on a recent trip to San Diego, I was at a Supercharger. We've had a lot of rain here in Southern California. I mean, just tons and tons of rain. Lots and lots, which we need, which is great. This is awesome. But having our Tesla Model Y performance for a year, we really hadn't seen any rain, so I hadn't seen this particular problem before. But at a recent supercharging session, I was, just walking around the car, taking a look at it, and I saw this. Oh my, what's this? A fogged-in fog light. So I quickly went to the other one and took a look at that one, and that one was perfectly clear. So I figured, you know what, there's something not right with this one. So once we got home, I opened up the Tesla app, set up a service appointment. I included a photo. It's always good to include a photo for them, I think, because it shows them exactly what's wrong or what you're talking about. So I included a photo. A couple days went by. The appointment was set up for, I think, a Sunday. A couple days went by. They changed the appointment to the same exact time, but on a Saturday. I was fine with that. It worked out fine. And then a few more days went by, and they said, "Is it still fogged in after the dry weather we've had?" So we've had a gap between storms, and we actually had sunny weather. I, in fact, parked the car in the sun, hoping it would evaporate and clear itself. It did not. It actually seemed to make it worse. So I said, no, it's still fogged in even after, no rain and lots of sun. And they said, okay, sounds good. We'll be there. And so I just wanted to share my experience with Tesla service and how all this went. And I couldn't be happier. I mean, it just went as expected for a warranty service. The guy that came out was super friendly, knew his Teslas, knew the area, knew what was going on. Just to let you know, if you're in the Santa Clarita area, and I know I have a lot of viewers in Santa Clarita, California, just north of Los Angeles, they went from 2 mobile techs to 4 mobile techs. And I don't know if I'm breaking this news or not. I think people in the area already know this, but we're getting our own service center. I think it's also going to be a showroom because it's in the auto mall area. And they, from what I understand, are leveling whatever's there and building from the ground up a brand new Tesla service center and showroom. I think it's a showroom. And so that's going to be local. But the question I had is does that mean we have to take it into service? No more mobile? He said, no, all the techs for mobile service will just be based out of there instead of Van Nuys, which is kind of nice. So that is a little sidetrack, a little skew, a little tangent from this video. Let's get back to the problem at hand, and that is the fogged-in fog light. I'm going to show you the rest of this video, as it went down, some photos, that kind of thing, and we'll wrap things up in a few minutes. All right, so I got Tesla service coming here in a few minutes, and the reason why is take a look at my fog light on my Tesla Model Y Performance. So you can see there is definitely moisture inside. If I wipe here, it's not coming off, so it's definitely on the inside of it. We noticed it during the last storm, and it actually lasted throughout the next dry spell, and now we've got it raining again, of course. So compare that one to the right side one, or actually be the left side one, driver's side. It's perfect. There's definitely no moisture on this side. Looks clear, looks good. And then if you roll it back here, you can see the difference between the two. You can see the passenger side is definitely all fogged in, lots of water, and it's not evaporating either. It's not going away, even sitting in the sun. So it's going to get repaired today. Tesla's service is going to come and get this taken care of. The estimate was for $0, so I'm assuming it's going to be under warranty, which, the car's under warranty for right now. And I mean, looking at it right here, you can definitely tell the difference. So I will show it to you afterwards when Tesla service shows up. And here's Tesla service pulling up right now. Nice blue Tesla Model S backing into the spot here. It's got no markings on it. I can't tell if it's plaid or not. So with this rain, I can understand why they're backing in that way. All right, Tesla service rolling away. It is 20 after the hour. He got here about quarter till. So not a long appointment whatsoever. He did have to take the wheel off, as I showed you in some photos. He didn't want to be in video, so that's fine. And so he had to take this the wheel off here and take out the inner wheel well here, and then he can fit his hand back here and grab this. And you can see, look at this. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but man, it's nice and clear. Now, obviously, I don't know how it's going to hold up in the rain, although I could go test it literally right now and see. So maybe I'll add that to the video, and then you can compare it to the other side, which was fine. He said he hasn't seen too many of these with this extreme amount of water getting on the inside. He did say they vent, and usually it does clear itself after a couple of days. But in my case, it didn't. It was like creating its own weather storm inside, and it just wasn't going away, even in the sun. I sat it in the sun, and if anything, it made it worse. It fogged up more. So there you go. Warranty work from Tesla, $0. Had to take this trim piece off here. I'm feeling it now. Feels pretty solid. Had to take the wheel off. Had to take the inner liner there. That all came off. He said my brakes look brand new. 20,000 miles on a Tesla Model Y Performance. He said they should last, a couple 100,000 miles. So looking good so far. He torqued the wheel for me, and good to go. I'm pretty happy. So if you've got a fogged up either headlight or fog light that's fogged up, don't hesitate to contact Tesla and see what they say. But in my case, the key was, because they did text me from the time I made the appointment to the appointment day. They did text me to see if it had cleared itself with good weather, and I said no, it still looks the same. I even sent them a new photo. So they said, okay, understood, we'll be there. And they took care of it for us. It's very cool. Took it out for a spin in the rain. First impression is it looks way more clear and water-free on the inside, which is the way it's supposed to be. More rain on the way, so we'll give it a full test over the next few days, but first impressions, it's looking pretty good. Once again, thank you so much for joining us here on Tesla Tips and Trips. If you have a Tesla, you're living the Tesla lifestyle, you're thinking about getting a Tesla with these latest price drops, come on board. This is a great car. I've got two of them. I've got a Model 3 and a Model Y, and I couldn't recommend them higher. I mean, both cars I love equally. They're just amazing in their own rights, both of them. And it's definitely a cool thing. So thank you for joining us on this channel. If you're kind of wondering about Tesla service and what happens and how it all works and if it's good or bad, or because we've seen the horror stories, and so far in my experience it hasn't been so horrific. It's been kind of cool. They've come to my house for every little fix. Now, I haven't needed anything major on either my Tesla Model 3, which has 42,000 miles, or my Tesla Model Y, which has just 20,000 miles in about a year. Haven't needed anything major, just little fixes, tweaks here and there, like fog lights fogging. And they've come to the house every single time. I think I've had maybe 5 services between the two cars over 3.5 years. That's not, one of them was just a plastic grommet they had to come and put in my Model Y at the windshield wiper. One was showing the bolt, one was not. He just literally unpackaged it, popped it in, said, have a nice day. So that's one of the services. So anyway, thanks so much for joining us. If you like what you see here each and every week, we try to do a video a week, sometimes 2, sometimes more, sometimes shorts in between. I totally appreciate it. Our audience is growing over 5,000. I think we're at 5,300 or something like that. I appreciate every single one of you for joining us. If you like us enough to hit that subscribe button, that's huge. I mean, that's awesome. So go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and the bell if you're new, and we will catch you on the next video.